All praises and bote. Kemo Kimana Tanzambi Amazulu. All praises to the Father Almighty in the heavens. That's what I'm saying for those that don't understand that this is not Nzambi. People have said this is an evil, wicked God. Google, okay, is a very deceptive thing. The concept is, and I will discuss it here as the herd mentality, will always portray the God of truth as evil and the God of evil as good. This is the herd mentality I'm going to talk about. Then you have those that it is their job to keep you in the herd mentality mindset, which is what we talk about with the secret societies, those who themselves don't understand that they're working under spell, divination, sorcery, kindoki, witchcraft of those who have the mindset of destruction of any and all nations for their benefit. So this is why you're going to see why black and brown people have walked into the biggest trap ever, as well as the white, as well as the non-melanated people. You are in the same trap because there's a difference between the kingdom that is using you for their own purpose and the kingdom that is using you for the purpose of bringing truth. Because if you serve the kingdom of truth, there's no reason to tell lies. And this is what we're going to get into, is the herd mentality is designed that it's okay. Lies are okay as long as it's like, no, lies are not okay. And this is the concept of where people are falling under the spell of the liar who tells the truth with a lie, because you are allowing yourself to be used instead of actually being empowered or ngolo. Because when the kingdom of truth uses you, you manifest the kingdom of truth. When the kingdom of lies is working through you, then you manifest the kingdom of lies. And then if you assume that someone is working one or the other and you have no evidence to prove it, okay, then that is where you're going to find yourself in trouble. And at the same time, there's also the scriptures that talk about how the kingdom of lies will do what's necessary to use their ability to cause those who work for the kingdom of truth to consume things that keep them not realizing what's going on. And that's where people like me who start to understand, I was consuming the kingdom of lies. Now I only want to consume the kingdom of truth. This is where you're going to run into people that now want to point fingers and say, well, you always did that, but they don't always want to know that they also do the same thing. Okay? And the reality is, this is what the Messiah was talking about, hypocrisy. You cannot say if you're following the kingdom of lies, whether you know it or not, and then you accuse someone of following the same way, and you yourself can be manipulated and deceived, you don't know how you can now bring harm unnecessarily to the person that you're attacking, while at the same time being used for the objective of the kingdom that is using you, if you call what we call that whole thing that they like to mock as gullible McFly. When you walk in gullibility, this is where you can be manipulated with people who are using you for a usury objective. It's one thing to have a strong mind. This is where you really have to be pitched and try to convince them. But if that's the whole point. If I have to convince you of something, then you're not following the true kingdom. The real creator does not have to convince anybody who he is. He'll just show you. And if you don't want to believe it, well, that's your choice. That means you're not mine. Okay? And that's where a lot of people are seeming to get this concept of that everything that is happening right now, they were already preparing for it. You are just not catching on that you are also being manipulated if you don't see this particular part of it. Okay? So in this part, we're going to talk about the herd mentality and those who are designed to keep you in it. Okay? All praises, Kimbo. Come on, say. Mana Vela Messiah Setu, Saku Panzo and Zinga. Kembo Kembo na Tatanzambi Yamazulu, Kimfumo Kyakuisa, and Zambi Mawesha, and Zambi Okobenisha, and Zambi Monene, Zambi on Pungu, Zambi on Zola, Zambi on Kembo, Zambi on Kulu Kungu, and Tino, continue to give the strength, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, abilities to do the righteous path and not the wicked, to do according to your will and not your own. Bayete and Koti continue to enlighten us with the way, the King Gunza, the true path of truth, and to stay out of the kingdom of deceits. Bayete and Kosi Kemba, hallelujah. Mana kumbase, Imana Masai Seto, Yenge Keno, to the Maleki Makongo, scattered across the earth, all to those who are in charge of the different elements. We continue to honor and give you Yenge Keno, to those who are in charge over all of the different parts of the kingdom of Zulu, all the treasures, all the knowledge, all the wisdom, those who are in charge of even all the judgments of the Most High. For those who are over those Malekis, we give honor to you as well, Yenge Keno. We give honor to the Kunkulu Kulu. We give honor to the high elders of the Pemba Kalunga. We give honor and glory and Kembo to all of those who manifest in us to continue to bring the righteous truth. We give honor to all of the Basantu of the Solele that continue to expose many imposters that continue to walk, that may have knowledge, but also where is the heart? We pray to Tanzambi that we will start to expose those that with knowledge, when we say with no heart, we are nothing. Bayete and Kosi Kemba, hallelujah, Ingeta. We're going to start the music. I hope that you wiki chila. We're going to talk about the intima, the Fatima, the Batima, okay? And how it's so easily to be wooed with the heart of the imposter and ignore the heart of the one who isn't the imposter when you live in the herd mentality mindset. And it doesn't have to do with who you are as a person. It just has to do with your ability to fall for the things that are leading people in the wrong direction. And I can prove it by the way the system is designed now, as it is collapsing in upon itself. This is where those who have not been understood, you are used for the wrong purpose, is where you're now going to see how you have been played for generations. Okay, because to be ignorant also means that you just go along with what everybody else says, thinking that you're not doing anything wrong, but you're not questioning as to how did we get here? How did these things happen? Why is it happening now? Why are things manifesting the way we see? No, you just keep going along. And this is really what's called you're worshiping the flesh of the person talking to you more than the spirit of what they're talking in. Okay? So you're looking at the person, you're seeing that they're trusting that individual. Even if they're lying to you, you are locked in. If you're not understanding, you're supposed to be locked into the one that does not lie. Okay? And that's important. So let me get the music started here. Things set up. Oh, speakers. Sorry. And again, that Lions Roar, I don't know what happened to the one that was louder. So it's kind of weird. Oh, I'm going to get to people's comments. I know probably people are probably waiting. They're like, dude, this dude don't answer his comments. I will get to them. It's just there's been a lot going on lately. As you begin to, reveal things to people that they're either consistent with other people have said, or you're saying something that's like, wow, nobody even talking about this. Okay. You're going to start getting people to start saying, wow, okay, we need to be paying more attention. No, because the concept is you were conditioned to not pay attention. They'll tell you, oh, pay attention according to what? So everything is about, your needs and wants have been dictated to you by those who they themselves are hypocrites. Okay? And this is how we're going to start manifesting the fact why countries really don't exist, but you think they do. There's only two kingdoms, And that kingdom is manifesting as a bunch of countries that don't exist to the Father. And that's why I said there's no reason to lie to people if you're not working for a different objective. Okay. So this is why they have to brainwash you into a box. Okay. America does not serve the kingdom of truth if America is the focus. No. Okay, this is the problem. Russia does not focus on the God of truth if Russia is the focus. Our Creator does not see any country. So you see people talking about China right now. Yeah, China's in big trouble. I already knew that was coming to them. Even the stuff that's happening in Africa right now. Okay, you reap what you sow. Okay, the same with America. You reap what you sow. Same with Europe. Whatever you reap, you're gonna sow it. Even the governments of Africa, you reap what you sow. Okay, I saw what's going on with Nigeria and Kenya and all these other things. It's all going to start to manifest. Even in all these countries that their leadership is working for the wrong God. I said, no one bothered to even notice. And of course, it's very easy when you're under the herd mentality that all feast days or holidays of 3 different religions fell around the same time. That's not even supposed to be possible according to the calendar of the Most High. Not even close. Okay, they can't all be on the same time frame according to what they worship. It's like, nah. And I told people that's the herd mindset. Everybody, I told you, all of them were able to maneuver to where everyone was weeping for Tammuz, and they didn't even catch it. But of course, no, I'm not weeping for Tammuz. This is why we're going to address the herd mentality. Even those who claim not to be worshiping these pagan holidays, they are still lying to you. Okay? Because a Pharisee, Sadducee, scribe, and hypocrite has no reason to promote themselves, has no reason to manifest a kingdom that they in fact do not serve. Okay? There's no justification. Who is paying the check is always going to be what you're manifesting. Okay. So now, wait. Again, I don't own the rights to any of this music. This is for entertainment purposes only. And this is for not any way to sway anyone's way of thinking, indoctrination, or whatever way. This is purely for entertainment purposes and for you to discern if whether or not I'm telling the truth or not is entirely up to the individual that is watching. It is not by any means attacking anyone's belief or how they want to think, but this is merely trying to help people understand that there's many ways to be shown things that can pretty much put you in a wrong position that you don't even realize it. They are 5'6", right? 5'16". Now, I'm sure you've heard many people say the old adage, practice what you preach, do what you're taught, demonstrate what you know, be a good person, teach people kindness, love, and all of these things. You've heard these things. I'm pretty sure in many languages they all say it. Okay? Now, here's the problem. What if what I was preached or taught is hypocrisy? What if what I was taught is to love something that hates me? What if I was taught was to believe something that's meant to use me, not to give me understanding? Okay? You know, and this is where a lot of people don't realize is the herd mentality that I'm going to be speaking on that makes me look stupid is because if you're not understanding that everybody is being used, okay, in some form or another by a system that is actually designed to use you for its own purpose, this is where you're going to continue to fall for the lie of the fallen ones every single day and not understand there's a way to be used by the kingdom that is there to give you power or truth, and there's a way for you to be used by a kingdom that's there to only use you for their own selfish intentions. Okay? And this is why when you want to show people the kingdom of truth, they will not believe it. Because the intention is, if I think like everyone else does, then the people who don't think like everyone else is now the problem. That is how the sorcerer engineered this. This is the whole concept of a strong delusion. This is the whole concept of how the devil can deceive the whole world. Okay? Like they said, they have many religions, but the same devil. Of course. Because every single religion manifests under a false precept of being used for sacrifice for the purpose of needing blood. Okay? A living God technically doesn't need blood. Only gods that are dead need blood. Okay? And that's the whole mindset of the hypocrisy of why the Most High tolerated but didn't need, all because it was about a mistake, or I should say a choice, because it is about choices. You can choose to believe a society is not keeping you in a herd mentality, or you can choose to get out of the herd mentality. You can choose to believe they're not being used, or you can choose to believe you are being used, because there's different levels of how you're being used, whether you know it or not, even though you look like it's like, why do police officers even have to exist? Okay? Because you're conditioning people to be hypocrites. No, criminals are not born unless you actually understand that you can cause people to become criminals. This is how we talk about generational curses. There's no way generational curses can be removed through anyone who is operating from the kingdom of lies. But telling you they're not, just because they say that they're not, that doesn't mean it's true. Anyone can still be misled in their own mind by the people who have thinking themselves, this guy, he's manifesting in the kingdom of lies. How do you know that? Who is paying me to lie to you? Who is tricking me to tell you a lie? What am I betting for? What does it benefit me if it is my intentions to run a scam or to run a hustle or to do anything that wants to convince you of the kingdom that I serve? I don't need to convince you of anything. I don't really care what you believe. That's the whole point. I don't have to demonstrate anything to you to prove whether my kingdom is true or false. I let the Father do it himself. This is the whole purpose. The Most High the whole purpose of glorifying the Father is so when he sees you, he is pleased. If he is displeased, you will know it within your household and your family and whatever's going on in your life. Okay? So our goal and every day as we wake up in a system that's designed of usury and deception is to fight our way back to pleasing the Father on a daily basis and get away from the people who are not displeasing, who are displeasing him. And that's why he talks about it. To be unequally yoked with an unbeliever is to get away from people who are ignorant to the fact that they are displeasing him. Okay? Even though they look like their lives may look like they're benefiting because, well, I'm helping people, I'm doing this. Just because you're helping somebody, just because you're doing things, that does not mean it's for the pleasure of the kingdom of truth. That doesn't mean it. And that's what the Messiah was trying to explain about the pagans. Yes, they can do nice things for each other. Yes, they can go help one another. But what kingdom are they doing it for the benefit of? The kingdom that's using them for their own purpose, for their own self-ambitions, for their own desires because they are dead. That's feeding into them because they need the energy rather than feeding them. And see, the reality is the kingdom of truth, if it is feeding into you, your truth, your job is not to hand it to the kingdom of lies. This is what sin really is. If the Father is giving you a gift or he's giving you something, then it is your responsibility and my responsibility and everybody's responsibility to keep it with the kingdom of truth and not give it to the kingdom of lies. This is how people don't understand the usury mentality and usury concept. And it's great, not saying that I support his movies at all. Okay. But I recall and I was reminded of how you can actually show Christians how deceived they really are when you demonstrate what their belief really is. And I was happening to catch, something with Tyler Perry, and they were talking about a church that was needing to pay off the mortgage. I'm going to show you where in his cleverness, he gave a message to show people this is how stupid you really are when it comes to the church. Even though I know he actually works in one, and he's doing it right there in front of you, even as a member, even as he put it in a movie. And I'm going to show you how I'm talking about. Okay. I'm going to go to Matthew or Matthew. There was no Matthew, but you believe what you want. Matthew 5:16, which of course we know there was never any numerology. This is why the Bible is coded. So this is what I'm going to show you. Even in a way, they know that they're lying to you because this is a 55 and it's a 10. So this is about Cain, where he's tricking you that you are the light of the universe. Okay. So the kingdom of truth, when they're saying that you are the light of the universe, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. One does not light a candle and put it under a container, but unto a candlestick where it can give light to all those in the house. So what that means is if you are the light of the kingdom that tells no lies. Okay? That means your entire surroundings of the people that you interact with are going to notice that's so-and-so's house. Oh, I know who lives there. Your neighbors will be talking about you, talking about everyone. People will start to notice you're different from others because you don't think with the herd mentality. This is what he was trying to get at. The real Messiah says you don't go with what everybody else thinks. You go by what the Father thinks, and then there's no reason to even tell lies. Many people are in a religion where they're being lied to every single day, and they don't catch it. So then the light that's really manifesting is a false light. So yeah, you can be lit up and everything, but for whose kingdom's benefit? Because when you manifest the kingdom of truth, you cannot be around anybody that will feel comfortable with you that operates with the kingdom of lies. They do not want you around because then you will expose what they really represent. And then you will always be what as well in opposition arguments, fighting against these kind of people. Any one of the 7 deadly sins that you manifest under can create a false spirit. This is why, I'm fortunate the Father has given people abilities to receive repentance regularly for those who have tried to set traps using their, clever counsel to try to destroy those who will be manifesting in a great light when the time comes to expose everything. Okay? He said, let your light thus shine before Bantu people, so that they may see the good works and glorify your Father. So what it is, I don't have to show you my works. You will see it. It will manifest in a way that I don't have to prove anything to you what kingdom I serve. Okay? But then in the herd mentality and the hypocrisy, you can be tricked into thinking that you are glorifying the Father of truth when you're glorifying with the Father of lies if you are conditioned to operate under the usury mentality, where it talks about the blinders on. The blind leading the blind means I believe I'm operating in the kingdom of truth because I can see that I'm receiving things according to what I need or what is needed according to the system that I live in. Okay? However, the system that you're living in is actually showing you you are not benefiting the kingdom of Jacob. And I'm going to show you how it works. You can be used to benefit the kingdom of Esau without even knowing it. Because the concept is it's all about what storehouse are you filling and what storehouse are you robbing. Okay? Yeah, the world don't even know that. Never will be teaching. You will never teach you that in any church that is run by Esau or any school that is run by Esau, because they all are. Or any government that is run by Esau, or anybody who is really being manipulated by Esau, because the one thing about the Most High's true kingdom, you don't got to worry about where it comes from, ever. You don't have to worry about where it comes from, ever. It's going to show up when it needs to. And this is the whole concept of people who don't understand. There is nothing to prove with the God that doesn't tell lies. You just have to show the people who should be from his bloodline, you are listening to a God that does not care about you. See, that is why it was so important to lie about the bloodline in the first place. If I am the bloodline of the Messiah, Why do I need to have to convince you or try to lie to you to convince you that I am? If I am the bloodline of the God of truth, why do I have to always prove it to you? I shouldn't have to do anything. It's going to manifest by itself. This is where you need to understand how deceived people are. If a Christian tells me I am from the kingdom of the true God, okay, I am going to see that based upon how you manifest the power of that kingdom. If you can't manifest it, then you're lying to me. That kingdom says we never have to lie. That kingdom says we always manifest in real power. That kingdom says I do not have to prove to you who I am. Okay? You don't understand that this is the stupidity of the people going door to door. If Christianity was not hypocrisy, you wouldn't even have to do that. People will be running to you. This is the problem. Go look at the Messiah himself. When he was not walking in hypocrisy, people were running like, well, who is this guy? Oh, let me touch you. Ooh, who is he? Wow. Okay? No one has to tell you who you think. That's why when Toko was coming, they said, oh, who is this guy? Oh my God. Ooh, let me. Ooh. Okay? Simon Kimbangu. Who is this man? Okay? This is where many people at that point also can become, oh, let me worship. No. Even I know they even said it themselves. This is not my power. I'm manifesting here, but the one who sent me the power. Because see, that's where people get themselves into curses, even on their own family. You may be benefiting, but your family is suffering. Why? Because you have brought curses upon your family, idolizing the flesh and not the one who created the flesh. This is how Lucifer uses the deception to pretend to be the Most High. You bow down more to the flesh than the one who created the flesh. Like the angels told me, we don't bow down. If you are Mayamona, if you are Masindisi, if you are Fumoyisu, if you are the Most High's power, we bow down to you just like we bow down to Adamuya, the first man. Lucifer is the one that always wants you to be bowing down to flesh. That's why Davidi even was like, hey, yes, the Most High has kings. Yes, he has power. It's like, but if you are from the same kingdom, if you are from the same kingdom and if you are working for the same Messiah, who is bowing down to whom? If you are Mundele, if you are Kadiampemba, if you are a Gentile, if you are a pagan, then yes, you bow down to the kingdom that does not tell lies. But see, the Kadiampemba, the Mundele, the Mzungus, the pagans, they are actually bowing down to the kingdom that is lies, whether they know it or not. This is where the people of the wealthy elites have tricked you into thinking that they serve the kingdom that tells the truth. When they sell the king, they worship the kingdom that tells lies. And the reason why you know it is they have to keep lying to you about it. If you catch them in the lie, they don't have to prove, I'm going to bring peace. I'm going to do this. No, they're going to show it. I am with the God of peace. I am with the God of truth. I don't have to brag about it. You'll see it. Okay? And that's where no pastor should have to prove to you at all. This is how we need to come out of the religified mindset. If there's power in the name of Jesus, they're not going to teach the right Jesus to the people who are trying to control you in the herd mentality. Okay? Remember, the false Messiah got power too. Don't Zeus got power? But where does he get it from? He steals it from the kingdom that does have the power. This is what you're not understanding. People don't realize you're being manipulated. Oh, but Zeus is mythology. Ha! Okay. You keep, Zeus is Lucifer. You keep believing that that's mythology. My foot. That's why he got people deceived. Okay. Do not think that I have come to abolish the scripture or the prophets. I have not come to abolish, but to complete. So here's what we got to realize. You serve the kingdom of truth. Why would you make a bunch of rules about how to serve the kingdom of truth and then say, now I'm going to change it? Why would the high priest do that? All he came to show you is people themselves claiming to follow the scriptures were in fact hypocrites because they were using the law of Moses for their own benefits, not for the Father's. And this is why we ended up slaughtering and killing animals more than we should have, wanting to get forgiveness for something we were going to do even before we asked for the forgiveness. Okay? And you run to somebody that you think the Most High sent, and they didn't. See, this is why we talk about gullible McFly. If you use your own mindset to encounter a person that, see, I have had encounters with people with sorcery and witchcraft before. Okay? If I go to have an encounter with that person and something bad happens to me, I cannot run to the Most High and say, fix it. No. This is the problem. You need to have the discernment, wait a minute, should I even be talking to this person? Or should I even be going here? See, many Christians have no clue about the fact you got witches and warlocks standing in front of you preaching. Why? Because you have already fallen for the lie. You are worshiping Thor and you don't even, no, I'm not. Okay. But that's the whole concept. The Most High is not going to lift any veil off of your eyes if you don't put the real kingdom first. But you listen to those who tell you they are putting the kingdom first and they are working for the imposter. This is this whole thing concept of why these people have to keep these secrets in their societies and their sacred oaths and all of this stuff because they know this is their job, is to rob the Most High's temple and convince you that you're not, with all of the knowledge that they have fabricated because they are the enemy of truth. Okay? You cannot walk in truth if you are the enemy of truth. This is why when I respected the pastor that passed away, that he was bold enough to stand there in front of his congregation and said, if you join a fraternity or a sorority, or if you one of these secret societies, you cannot receive Christ. Meaning you cannot receive the kingdom of truth. You will always be stuck to the kingdom of truth and lies, and that is not false. So then you will always be used for the purpose of those people who are there to serve that false god and not actually be given power. So you are being drained of your gift. You are being drained of your energy, and that's why you're aging faster than you should. And they know it. You're actually draining, you're being removed of your own spiritual powers and nature faster because you are serving. Okay? And don't just think because somebody lived to be 100 or 200 or 300 years old that person is not a witch, because you're going to find this out. You can still look young because you're stealing somebody else's energy. So if you're aging faster than what it is, and these other people are staying young, it's just like when they were talking about people in Hollywood. Man, these people don't ever age. Yeah, you know why? Because you're giving them the energy they need by worshiping them as gods. And they know it. When you say, oh, I love Julia Roberts, or I love Alec Baldwin, or I love any one of these people, or I love Michael Jordan, or I love these people, and they're manifesting in a false spirit, you are now attached to the spirit that they operate under. But they're not going to tell you that. They're going to say, oh no, we operate under this kingdom of truth. Then they would never have to be used to make money for those who operate under the kingdom of lies. Bottom line, because our Father does not operate in this mindset. He don't need the NFL. Are you crazy? People have lost their minds to get rich. He don't need he don't need you to go to the NFL to give you money. This is a bunch of bull crap. He don't need you to go to the NBA to give you, like they were talking about one of the fastest people that played in the Cowboys. The Most High don't need you to go use your talent for someone else to use you to put money in their pocket, okay? When he can give you everything you need right there. This is how they have taken religion and they have taken the Most High and made his word of none effect. You are being hustled every single day from people themselves who are hustlers. He don't need the Methodist Church. What for? He don't need the Catholic Church. He don't need those churches. You people have been deceived. He don't need the Protestant church. This is the concept that people don't get. Did he not exist before the earth even was created? Did he need it then? This is the lie. He created it for a purpose so that he would fulfill his scriptures. Even before they were being written, even before the foundation was laid. Understand this. This is why he will show people you don't want to do his work, he'll give it to somebody else. This is why now every single false prophet, every single false teacher is going to be exposed. You think he needs hospitals? He's his own hospital. This is what you're not understanding. Did Adam and Eve, Mama Ava, Tata Mama Ava, in the garden butt naked? No, they didn't even need clothes, people. What hospital? What church? What office building? Okay? What roads? What cars? Oh, but there was people, man, that witch is lying to you. Yeah, she existed with her wicked children. Yes, there were people that were manifesting in the spirit above. Okay, but when we're talking about the realm that we live in currently, you have been bamboozled in so many ways from people who are hustlers. If they don't, here's the thing. You don't need money from me if you're getting it from the Father and he is doing it and you're doing it in truth. Go back to what Kepha told a man that was looking for money when he was sick and he was down on the ground. He said, can you give me some money? He said, I don't have anything, but what I have is more valuable. The holy people, man, people got to listen to me. Wikichila. I'm telling you, there's some people about to get hit that don't even know they're going to get hit. They are so much in their own world right now because they made the Most High angry and they're lying about it. Because we don't need to pay for a freaking thing. If you really understand the true Father, he pays it for you. I'm telling you the truth. He pays it for you. You're being hustled, man, by so many people. They can have all the knowledge they can get. That didn't mean he gave it to them. Lucifer has knowledge too. And then there are those who also receive knowledge and they can use you to get the knowledge if they've been cut off. Okay? This is why Tatanzami says, guard your hearts against those who would like to be users. They're claiming they're not robbing the Most High's temple, okay? And I'm not going to name any names because it's several of them. Many. That's why it's called Legion. There are many people manifesting in this lie, and there's different levels of these people. You think that you're not talking to a master mason that's claiming to know the Most High, and he's not being honest about his intentions? You fool yourself. Esau is very clever in his ability to manipulate people's minds. He can turn you into a user in seconds, and you wouldn't even know it, to manifest, to continue to put the gold in his temple. Okay? I have had this conversation with people right now that they keep begging and I'm like, look, you don't have to keep begging a person. If you are following the Most High's way, he gives it to you. If you are in obedience to the law, statutes, and commandments, the Father will give you everything you need to know to make sure your family does not starve. You don't have to run to anybody. You will have it. What he wants is to show, do you care about those who do have this problem? But be very careful that they are actually not under a curse for a reason, because they have consulted witches and warlocks without his permission. Okay? I have had this discussion with people. It's like the Most High's kingdom does not allow demons to manipulate your body. If you have not offended the temple, do not let Lucifer keep messing with your head. Okay? For truly I say unto you, until heaven and earth perish, not one jot or letter shall perish from the scripture until all is accomplished. Whoever shall break one of these instructions and teach people in this way shall be invited. Watch this. Pay attention to this. This is why he's hard on the teachers, man. Y'all better listen up. I have explained this to people that teach you. You think Jimmy Carter is in the Most High's kingdom? You fool yourself. They said, oh yeah, he was a Methodist Sunday school teacher. The Methodist church is robbing the Most High. You don't want to believe me? You're going to find out very soon. Oh, the Catholic Church, the Protestant, oh, the evangelicals, we're not robbing the Most High. You rob him the worse. You don't find out your leaders are big-time robbers in the evangelical church. Okay? Benny Hinn, Pat Hagee, Creflo Dollar, all these other names. Okay? There's a lot of them out there. Joyce Meyer and everybody else. They are robbing the Most High temple every day, because the temple are the people, not the building. Oh, you don't get it. Whoever shall break one of these instructions and teach people in this way shall be invited last in the sanctuary spiritual realm, and whoever teaches them should be preeminent in the spiritual. So that means I teach you to break the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. You're coming in last, buddy. I teach you the Most High changed his law, statutes, and commandments. I'm coming in last, buddy. I teach you that the temple is a building and not the person. I'm coming in last to the kingdom. Are you? Okay? I teach people that the birthday of Jesus Christ is December the 25th. I'm coming in last to the kingdom, my son. I teach people that Easter is in April and the Most High changed Passover to Easter. You're coming in last. Okay? The Messiah didn't change a doggone thing. There is no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday calendar in the kingdom. I saw the brother once again who was teaching the Bantu calendar. He did a great job. I still have some questions. Okay? There's some things I'm still kind of wondering about, because even the secret societies can infiltrate whatever you do and trick you, because their role is to make sure you never follow the Most High's timeline. Never. They have to rob the temple. That is their oath. They are practicing Judaism. If you don't want to believe me, that is not the Star of David that they are standing there under when they go into these oaths, people. That is the Star of Solomon. That is the Star of Saturn. Okay? You have no reason. If you know the truth of the Most High, you have no reason to attend another religion of any kind. You have no reason to go there. Nobody does. Okay? You got to understand, there are people out here, they are not the same person that they were in the past. I can vouch for the fact they have shown me that these people switched on them. Okay? They did not even know it. There are clones. You don't think cloning exists? A clone is someone who operates the opposite of the Most High's kingdom. It doesn't have to be anybody built in a petri dish. You could come out of your mother and be a clone. Okay? Because it's all about the herd mentality. That is what a clone is. And then there are those who have been made to believe they come from the kingdom of truth. You are being manipulated. No, you do not. That's why he calls them heathens. That's why he calls them pagans. That's why he calls them hypocrites. The Banabetu of Isolile do not come from the kingdom of hypocrites. But you can become a hypocrite when you believe the stupid ass. So then your children right now, all of them are disrespecting their parents. Why? Because you taught them to do that. You actually did. How did you do that? Because you gave them the kingdom of hypocrisy inside of them. So of course they're going to rebel against you. The Father says, the Bible says, train the child up the way they should go. How are they going to go the way they're supposed to if you're teaching them how to be a hypocrite? Okay. Let me read this real quick. What's that? What did I say? 5:16. Mm-hmm. Man, this writing is so sorry. Oh, man, I gotta use the light because they make this all faded. The book, I saw the Kikongo Bible I bought. The writing is like splotched and faded. And you know, this is why I kind of tell people, before you call somebody what you call them, you better make sure that you're not doing it too. And this is why the Father said so many people don't get it. You call people hypocrites, you call people liars, and you yourself are one. And now people are going to start getting damaged for it. Okay? Ibobo, Bikakiaqueno, Kwakien Zukila, Bandandisi, Abantu Kidi, Bomona, Mbanga Meno, Umbisi, Mabisa, Ye Kimbila, Senu, Dienamu Mazulu. Which is weird because light is using the symbol. Ka Lubanzanico, Vo Yavisi, Ko usually means don't do nothing. There's a name Kanaguli and Suki and Siku. Vo Bam Buki Kiazidi, Nati Yazulu, Yantoto, Bia Vioka, Weedy, Yota Kimosi, Vo Notika Ka Kikatuki Mu Unsiku Ko Nate Ye Mamonsono Makala Kene. Okay, so like I said, he did not come to abolish anything, people. He cannot be, if he abolishes the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, then he's a hypocrite. Okay? You've been lied to. And don't think just because some people say, I keep the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, don't take their word for it. The kingdom will manifest in them if they are. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. Okay? That's the thing. There's no reason for me to prove the Most High. My actions are going to show you what kingdom I serve. And if I'm working with people who are causing me to follow into the wrong kingdom, you got to get cut off. Because when we talk about deliverance, deliverance starts with the inside, not the outside. You can't run to anybody and get deliverance until you start with the inside. And the kingdom that's false is not going to deliver you. Not one of them. There's no Christian out here that's ever gotten real deliverance. If they did, you would not be allowed in the church. They would make sure you don't come around because you would get rid of the herd mentality. There's a reason why all the miracles take place inside the church, but then hardly any of them ever take place outside of it. Why? Why do you think that is? How many pastors you see people in wheelchairs go up to them and say, be ye healed in the name of Jesus Christ, and they get up out of the wheelchair all the time. Okay? Yeah. What about when they go to the hospital? People lying on their deathbed. They come to hold their hand. Oh, let's pray over you. They don't get up out of the bed. What did Kepha say that they want to call Peter? He said, I do not have any money. But what I do have is more important than money. The Holy Spirit raises the dead, people. The Holy Spirit heals body, heals soul. Everybody is in cahoots with a huge hustle. I'm going to tell you right now, the pharmaceutical companies control your church. Yeah. Yes, they do. Who do you think is paying the pastor's salaries? Where do you think the banks are getting the money? Where does the banking cartel, as it's called, or what we call the banking, the central bank? The central bank is paying for all your churches. Let me get back to the deception of what Tyler Perry was talking about. You serve a God that has all the money. Why would he tell you to go take out a mortgage when he can give you the money to pay for the church outright? You're being bamboozled, hoodwinked, hypocrites. You don't get it. This is the way the devil's deceiving the whole world. I got to go take out a loan when my father got money? Think about when you have your own parents. If my parents say, I got the money for you to go buy that. You don't need to go borrow it. How is our Father not? Why do you not see the concept that our Creator is the same way? Why do you need to go borrow what I already have? This is how you're being used by a system, and you see the world right now. All of these cities are running around crazy. People have lost their minds over money, over the mammon spirit, thinking you have to go buy something when you already have it. You don't get it. You don't understand. A person of understanding will say, I am hungry, the tree will come out and give me fruit. I can take multiple bread and boom, multiply it. If I understand what kingdom I'm working with, the Holy Spirit teaches me what to do. See, the problem is the Father said it ain't time yet. A lot of people are showing off, and they're getting people in trouble when they don't realize it, because you're having to prove something that doesn't need to be proven. This is the problem. The Most High said, it ain't time to, he said the concept was first, just show people the lie. And then show people the kingdom that is the truth. I don't got to argue with you. I know what I have been able to accomplish when it comes to the things that they have shown me what to do. And like I said, some people just aren't ready for the next phase, so don't keep pushing it. You can't handle what you have now. How he going to give you more? Because like he says, to whom much is given, much is also expected. And he going to say, man, you're not ready for that. I expect a lot out of you when I give you that. And then at the same time, don't you dare turn evil for evil when somebody says something against you. People have allowed themselves to engage with people who ran a hustle and thought they weren't being hustled, because you went without the Most High's permission. Every time you do something with the Most High's permission, you are going to get hustled. I know what I had to do, but at the same time, if people have intentions that are not the Most High's, that's on them. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not here to expose nobody's anything. Okay? I understand that people make their own choices on how they want to treat people. That's between them and the Most High. Because they will find out if they were in the wrong when the time comes. You know, I have love for my brothers and sisters. I care about the people that want to build the Most High's kingdom. I really do want people to, to learn from those who have the intentions that want to actually get us out of this usury mindset. But then don't go and then use the person that you're trying to. It's like this. I'm trying to get you away from a system that's using you because you're nothing but cattle. And then a person turns around and then they use the person for the same way. That's what it means when we said you don't return evil for evil. Or you don't look for your own. It's like, oh, you got $85,000. Wow, I want to get some of that. The problem is you need to ask yourself, now, why didn't the Most High give me $85,000 already? I shouldn't even have to worry about it. See, this is the thing that people aren't catching. If the Most High wants you to do it, He's going to pay for it. He can use, and don't be misunderstanding, He can use anybody to help pay for it. But don't be doing it under false pretenses, people. I'm telling you, you start doing those things, you become Esau, the Most High going to cut you off. We're trying to get away from Esau, and there's people trying to make us into Esau, whether they know it or not. They think they're not working for Esau, but you're going to find out they are. You don't have to call yourself by any organizational name for Esau to trick you to work for him without even knowing it. And the biggest way he does it is through being angry with your brother without cause. Whoa. Now you are a warlock, whether you want to or not. Now you are a witch, whether you want to or not, because if you seek vengeance for something that you don't even know that you have been tricked into convincing yourself that you're doing it right, you're going to find out how much damage you can cause to your own self and to your own household, especially if you're wrong. Especially if you're wrong. Believe you, I have experienced this. Okay, if I'm wrong, if I have done something to offend the Father, I have to deal with the consequences. Okay, if my wife does something that offends the Father, she got to deal with the consequences. The problem is you need to know how you're offending the Father. One of the biggest ways is you keep calling him a liar. Okay, I said you can do this. You said, no, I can't. Then you're calling me a liar. Then you go to the kingdom of lies and stay there. I don't want nothing to do with you. Then you go back to the idols and let them save you. Okay? This is why the world is so tricked. This is why the world is dealing with bad credit, have to have credit at all, have to go borrowing at all, because you're worshiping the phallic god, and he's determining who gets what based upon how he chooses, and he don't choose fairly. He never does. He does not choose fairly, and he's going to make you borrow for no reason. Why? Because you are not intelligent up here. Okay? But now when you become intelligent and you actually come from the God who gave you the intelligence, you better believe it's going to be a fight against those who are being deceptive, who are feeding their children with a hustle and not with the truth. You can feed your children with the truth better than you can feed with the hustle. You don't understand that. You can feed your children better with the truth than the hustle. Way better. We did it many times. But we always want to do the hustle. You see? That's the issue. We like the hustle more than the truth. Oh, but the truth may not come fast enough. There might be a reason for that. You can't handle it. You can't face the fact that you are a hustler. Because if you hustle Jacob, the Most High going to hustle you. That's how people are really getting hustled out here by other people. Remember, what you do to Jacob, the Most High going to do to you. So if you hustle Jacob, now you're going to get hustled. That's why people are getting what? Scammed. You want to know a reason why people are getting scammed? Because you're scamming Jacob. Oh, yeah. And it ain't the people you think is Jacoby, it's Jacob. You want to know why people are dealing with injuries and pain and suffering? It's because you go against somebody that represents the kingdom of truth, and you do your own thing, your own thoughts, your own way, or you decide, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'm scared. Okay? Yeah, the Most High says stay scared then. Then you go be with the Sodom and Gomorrah gods. I do not fear, the Most High don't fear the kingdom of darkness. They cannot touch him. Nobody can. So therefore, if you're getting touched, you better make sure that you're not with the kingdom of darkness, or you didn't allow the kingdom of darkness to come in when it shouldn't. Because like I said, demons are harder to cast out once they come back. Believe that. And your household can allow demons in if you do not keep your house in order. Believe you me, it happens. Especially here in the Babylonian herd mentality. It's not that hard to switch it when you get discouraged about the Most High's way versus the herd mentality way. It's very easy. That's why they want you to be frustrated. You don't understand. With the herd mentality, they want the people for the kingdom of truth to starve and make the Most High look bad. This is the problem. Okay? They're even using our own scriptures to continue to brainwash people than the fact that you got to borrow things all the time when he got everything you need. You got to keep buying stuff that you don't need to have all the time. Okay? Like the guy even said, if you don't have an allodial title, you don't own nothing. Nobody owns anything without the allodial title. He said so. You know, if you heard his talking, he's also not telling. He tells the truth with a lie too. I know what he is. Okay, Jordan Maxwell. He's not completely the Most High's kingdom either, yo. Okay, so don't even always believe what he says. Okay, but what he said is, if you have the wrong title, you don't own nothing. And then the problem is, people have titles. If you serve the Most High's kingdom, you don't need a title. It's already given to you at birth. And then you manifest that as your work, or you get it as you're doing something with the Most High. Oh, now we're going to call you this. When you receive the changeover, you receive the kingdom, the rebirth, the Messiah going to change your name. You don't even know that. His name has been changed. He just he still tolerates and winks at people's ignorance of how they don't manifest the kingdom. He received, when he got the baptism, his name also changed from what his mother gave him. You don't even know. And that is the kingdom. He always manifested in the name of the kingdom. Always. He manifested his own power in the name of the kingdom. So in order for his name to have power to do the things that's why I try to explain to people, the false Messiah can do everything, even pretend to cast out devils. Okay? I'm not saying that people haven't done it right. Even to pretend to cast out devils, because he is still on top of all the demons. So of course he can make them chill out. Okay? To keep the hustle going. You got to make me look good here. Chill out. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, look at the miracle. He did this all the time with the bribery and the silver. He cannot raise the dead. That's why he had to have people pray. Play dead. Oh, look. Oh my God. He raised from the dead. They got chemicals now for that. Play dead. Okay, I'm going to inject you with this. Oh, look. Oh my God. People will fall for anything. If you occupy in the kingdom of hypocrisy, you will fall for anything. Even the smartest person will be under Manchurian Candidate. Even the most intelligent person can be hypnotized when you believe the lies. Okay? You don't, when this is the year, it's already done start. I done told you last year was all of this, all of these things are going to be exposed. Now you see what's going on. Everything is terrorist attack now. What is this? Come on. You don't understand? Are you that man? Come on, my son. Are you getting ready to take you out? Man, Tatanzambi. Oh, yeah. You don't own anything if you are working for the kingdom of Esau, whether you know it or not. You don't need to pay for anything that the Father's kingdom has. He will pay it for you. Man, come on. He said, I want to pick, you know how you go out for dinner and you say, I'm going to pick up the tab. Oh, no, I got it. Okay. We had these family outings to go to feed. My dad said, if I wanted you to pay, I would have handed you the bill. I got it. Why is it we can see it like that? When we have a father that says the same thing. Man, if I wanted you to pay for it, I hand you the bill. Oh, you still want to pay for it? Okay, here you go. You go ahead and pay for it. I'll stand back and watch. This is the mentality we are operating under in this deception. He let you pay the bill to be okay. You're gonna pay that $85,000 right there. I can pay it, but you want to talk to the hypocrite. You got to go take out a loan for. You want a $25,000 car that you need. Did you Father? Okay, I can give you the $25,000. Oh, but you want to go fill out the loan application. Oh, okay. You do it your way. See, this is the problem. You need something? What are they charging you? Okay. I don't know if I want to pay that. I think there's something wrong with that. You better listen when the Most High is saying that too. He said, I wouldn't, people say, if it was me, I wouldn't do it. He's talking about the Most High said, hey, I don't do it at all. You see, the concept is we can see it one way, but we can't see it the other. When we do it, it's okay. But when you see somebody else do it, oh man, I wouldn't have done that. That's the hypocrisy we're talking about, man. Period. Okay? Everybody's being used. If you're going to listen to people who teach lies, there is no reason to lie. That's why I tell my people, what is my motivation? Who is writing my check to tell you lies? Where's my collection plate going? I don't even have one. Hey, I don't. Even with the people that's been donating, somebody else put it together, not me. And we know we're doing it. It's like, hey, the thief always want to make the people, oh, but Brother Trey, you was doing this and you was doing that. Hey, I was looking for help. Everybody said kick rocks. I've been trying to, the Most High like, hey, nobody want to help Malia Magdala? You want to keep spitting on her? Which is what we represent. This is what we are, the filthy church again. Malia Magdala got turned filthy again, even though in the kingdom she's not. This is what we did to the Most High. We turned into Maria Rottencrotch again. Not all of us did it by choice. We were forced into it. That's what he meant when he said, go back into captivity. You don't learn. My little whore, stop praying to other people's gods. This is what he told his children again. If you want to be Maria Rottencrotch, then go with Maria Rottencrotch again to the end of the times. The problem is nobody understands you are worshiping the Messiah of Maria Rottencrotch. They put it in coding how many times that you are under the whore, the witch, the harlot, but you claim that you're not. Okay? You claim you're not filthy when you are. You cannot get filthy from the hypocrisy kingdom. You're always going to be hurting if you focus on the kingdom of hypocrisy more than the kingdom that isn't. If you don't even know the kingdom of that's not hypocrisy, good luck. Because this year, this is the road. It's done. It doesn't start. They're moving in. They're going to take you to the kingdom of hypocrisy. You're going to stay there. The choices are now over. The Most High said it's time to start cutting off people, even if it has to be me. Yo, okay? It's time to start cutting off people that don't understand. I pay the check. I take care of it all. You don't need to go be a robber and a thief of my own temple. If you have offended me and you're not getting your check paid, You need to find out why. What have you done? What do you need to rectify? What did you do? If the Most High is not footing the bill no more, and he was footing the bill before, what did I do? This is what you got to understand. But he was never footing the bill. If you were believing the hypocrisy, you always had to go find the money. You don't have to find a damn thing at all. Not one damn thing do you have to go find. Okay, people don't understand this. You don't got to find nothing. The Most High going to bring it to you. You are living a hypocrisy, people. You are being used by the people telling you to go find something that comes to you. You're working for people who have taken an oath to turn you into a treasure hunter. The treasure hunter's days are now over. He's going to take down all the treasure hunter people. You're going to watch Skull and Bones crash. You're going to watch the Masons crash. You're going to watch the Jesuits crash. You're going to watch the Kabbalah crash. All of these people are now about to go down. They already done start telling you. They already on shaky ground as it is. All of this stuff is going to collapse. But the Christians think it's their God. I'm like, no, your God is taking you down too. The Muslim thinks it's their God. I don't know how you're going down. The Judaism think it's their God. They know. It is the God of the Azila Congo Bantwe. The Christian God was never the God of truth, but the God of lies. Because they switched it. Even Toko, he talked about this. He said, we are not really this is not the real Christian stuff. These missionaries are lying to you. Okay? Enoch was never called a Christian, and yet he was taken up to the Most High. Elijah was never called a Christian, Elijah, but yet he was taken up to the Most High. What are you people talking about? The Messiah himself did not say, my followers are called Christians. You are listening to the sorcerer. You don't want to believe me? You're going to him now. Christianity crucified the Messiah. Christianity killed the people who followed the Most High's chosen people. Christianity killed everybody in the name of Jesus. In the name, and Islam did it in the name of Allah. And of course, the Jewish people did it in the name of El. Okay? That's really what they call him. Okay? They did the same thing. All of you are killing in the name of a false God, blood sacrifice, bludgeoning everybody everywhere. But now it has to look all nice and, oh, yeah, we just chilling and homies, and now we just walking around. Oh, thank you, come into my church and all this. It did not start like that. That is the bibbidi bobbidi spell. Poof. Be nice. Okay? Be nice. No. This is a lie. They changed the spell on you, man. But you still out here killing in the name of your religion. You think Christians aren't killing anybody right now? You fool yourself. The most people murdering and causing death of people are Christians. Look up the statistics. Go talk to the police. When they go and ask you, what is your religious affiliation, when they book you, go look up the statistic. That's why they got to hide it. Oh, man. Look at all these Christians killing people out here. They said, I was raised a Christian home. Why are most Christian people turning crazy and doing bad things to each other? There's got to be a reason behind it, people. You're blind. Muslim, then they want to say, oh, it's the Muslims. Oh, it's the devil worshipers. No, it's you. It is you, Christians. It is you causing the problem. Oh, we're being persecuted for our religion. No, you're being persecuted because you're blind. You don't know what you're preaching out here. You are teaching another Jesus that did not crucify. That is what's going on with Christians. But then I am a liar. Okay, fine. Then you keep going with the usury system, because when the bond markets crash, when the loan markets crash, when the bank markets crash, when the Most High take out the straw man of his, good luck. Because his children are the money. You're going to see the worst things happen to people like you have never seen, just like what you see in wars today. But it's going to be every city, every place is going to be going through the most hell you've ever seen in your life. People are going to really be desperate beyond you can even imagine, because you don't understand. Nero is not your Lord and Savior, because that's basically what you call. You might as well be calling on Nero. That's what they tell you. Herod, you might as well be calling on Herod. Okay, this is what they have done to you. You are worshiping King Herod, not the one King Herod was trying to kill. This is what they have done to the world, people. That's the Jesus you serve. You serving the Jesus that did the crucifying, not the one who was crucified. And what I mean by that is that's Nimrod. Okay, there's a difference. And never assume that people who say they're not serving this false God are. Because if they are teaching the Most High's kingdom's truth, the money comes to you. But if you're helping them rob from the people who are trying to get the money back from the Most High, they will pay us back everything they're robbing with sorcery. You see? Okay? You know, and like I said, we as a people, all praises, must learn. If you're tired of watching the people go to prison, if you're tired of seeing the people struggling the way they are, if you're tired of all these things, then stop telling people lies. Because the other people who are oathed in to lie ain't going to stop lying. You got to get away from those people. You got to get away from pastors that are taught to teach the feel-good ministry when they are that keep going on a cycle that has nothing to do with the real God. You got to get away from those people. I'm telling you. Because the people who got you on this endless cycle, there's no dog eat dog necessary in the Most High's kingdom. It's full of crap. You don't got to send your kid to learn education about science that don't exist in the Most High's kingdom. Okay? He got his own alchemy. He got their own powers and understanding. You are the way the Most High functions. He uses us. But when he uses you, you don't rob his temple. Even if you think you don't. That's what I'm saying. When he uses you, you don't turn around and hurt Jacob. You have to help Jacob. Okay? And if Jacob don't want to be helped, you leave him there. Okay? Like everybody else. We don't have time for people to sit there and worry about whether or not you believe me or not. I don't care. We don't got time for that. We need to move on, okay? Now we're moving on to the next phase. I don't have time to know who's going to take me to Africa. You got to understand something. Did the Messiah send everybody to one place? No, he sent them to different places, even though they were still working for the same business. Wake up. Wake up. Sikama. Some people want to go to Botswana. Some people want to go to South Africa. Some people want to go to Ghana. It doesn't matter. If the Most High sent you, you're going to get paid. You ain't going to look for nothing. You're going to get paid. You got people still with the churchianity. Oh, we got to pick up a collection. For what? The Most High can pay the bill. Why? I can't pay this? You got to take a collection for who? That church mentality is killing us, man. Okay? We got to learn how to pray for the Most High to bring us what we need in the righteous path. He will show you the resources to go to. Bam. This is what you got to do. Bam, 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 bam. It's there. It's like that. And I'm not doing, I don't, when people talking about, I don't care. The autumn hand signals, whatever they do. It ain't mine. But the point is, you don't got to wait. The Father got the plan laid out and the resources to give it to you. If people don't want to join you, then you find somebody else. If people don't want to, this is how it really went. The Messiah said, hey, this is what I got going. They don't want to be with you, keep on trucking. Okay? They want to come with you, let's go. He wasn't caring about that stuff. Who's following and who wasn't. He was concerned about the people who were, and he was like, let Lucifer have the people who won't. That's why he told even the man, let the dead bury, my father died. You ain't got time for that. You don't got time for funerals. Now everybody at a funeral, everybody, and not one pastor raising the dead. Not one of them. Where you see them at? Everybody got time for a funeral, but we got all of these people now falling by the wayside. You don't get it, man. You're doing everything backwards. So that's why people get mad at me. I said, no, I don't got time for funerals. I'm so sorry the person died, but I got work to do. Because we got people out here listening to people spending more time at funerals than seeing that people shouldn't even be dying like this. That's the problem. So nobody should be getting shot on the streets the way that they're getting shot if they wouldn't listen to people preaching bullcrap to them. That's the problem. Teaching them a hustle when they should be teaching them a truth. They shouldn't be lying to people. That's the issue here. I don't got time for people that want to continue to promote lies. Got time to go deal with all this other stuff. The school, the education system, I know professors are taught to lie to you. I know it. You don't get paid if you don't teach lies to people. That's how it works. The wealthy elites do not pay you, okay? The people who operate in the LGBTQ community, they got the most money. Why do you think that is? You think the Most High going to make the LGBTQ wealthy? Are you kidding me? And they got all this money out here? That shows you the devil will pay people for sin and make them wealthy beyond their wildest belief. Okay? Oh, but the Most High bless me. What? I'm a Christian, but I'm gay, but the Most High bless me. Yo, we have been right here jacked up in the head by false pastors, false teachers, false doctrines, false devils, liars. Okay? I let people say, look, if you think the Most High going to bless sin, you be my guest. Then he's a hypocrite. Is our God a hypocrite? He never was. His people became hypocrites, but he wasn't. So if you think the Most High is blessing people and making people rich that are always breaking at least one commandment every day, you be my guest. And when this all going to call, when it, like Kanye said, when it all falls down, I know that song. He was telling you a code right there when he made that song, when it all falls down. He's telling you, oh, it's all going to fall down. He said it back in the 2000s. I heard him singing that song. I said, he's telling about the future. I know what that was like about that woman he was talking about in college. You're secure college right now is the biggest hustle that has ever been made since they created it. Right? Now they even paying saying, oh, now you don't need a degree. Now they were like, what? Wait a minute. You don't need a degree? No. They playing a game, people. You never needed a degree. But now they're telling you, oh, yeah, now you need it. What were they doing that for? Scammers on both sides, but it was already a scam. They talk about all these acts that were passed. There was a Cancer Act. There was a this act. There was a Homestead Act. These acts are all connected to Rome acts. And what does the acts mean? Cut off with your head. They're cutting your head off. The witch is already doing off with your head because you ain't got no brain for the headless horseman. You're praying to the headless horseman, people. You're praying to Ichabod Crane and all of them. What is this? I told my father, he didn't believe me. They're praying to the buildings. The Bible says so. They worship they go to Isaiah. They worship what they created with their hands. All the people doing sculptures, paintings, whatever you want to got, that is their God. I'm telling you the truth. That's why he said, let your painting save you. Let your sculpture save you. Let your obelisk save you. Let your Arch of Baal and all these, he's saying, let these things save you. And you see people now getting hit with tornado and everything. Oh, but the Lord saved. Lucifer plays superhero. Dun, 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 dun. Superman is real because that's Thor. That's that's Wonder Woman. The spinning. I come to say those false gods are playing with your head, man. Wonder Woman running around, oh, I'm your hero, and then she going and do the wickedest thing back behind this curtain to you. You don't get it. You don't get it. She's the goddess of Sodom and Gomorrah, but then she's sitting out here, oh, I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you. And then she going behind, oh, you know what? You don't get it. They playing both sides, people. It is sad what these guys are doing to you. It is horrible. Then they got you on TV. The people in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry, they know. They watch these guys go and do these things, and then they come back, and then they got to be the recipient of, oh, yeah. Yeah, man. The Sodom, you got to do the other part. You're going to find out. That buck breaking stuff did not end, people. No, it did not. And they still doing it. And it's the false gods involved in it too. Oh, they got to take that oath all right. Okay? You think you're going to find out Wonder Woman is bisexual. Oh, yeah. Okay? Oh, she got everything. Everything's sexual, Wonder Woman. Oh, yeah. Oh, but then she also comes to save the day. You don't understand. You're still under this lie. They playing you. Oh, and then she eating the lambs too. Oh, yeah. Wonder Woman eats, she like the lamb chops the best of the Tanzania sheep. Oh, yes, she does. But I'm telling you, you've been hustled, man. You got all of them people. Batman like lamb chops too. Oh, yeah, and so does Superman. They love to eat us because we believe in that these false gods were going to save us again. And they jacking us up. Anyway, I'm going to play the song. We're going to sing it. We'll play this song right here. Oh, yeah. Them giants and them Nephilim about to be, Oh, but you think Hermes, oh, he's doing his thing. Oh, he out there, let me save you, let me save you. Oh, now I'm going to eat you, now I'm going to eat you. Now I'm going to devour you. Now I'm going to tear you up. They playing both sides, people. Man, you don't even know. Let me do this other song here. You know, it's all about love. We got to have that love. But at the same time, you got to rebuke these people that's worshiping pagan gods because they're about to get cut off. It's gonna happen. Tondan fu, okay. Tondan fu mu adi Zulu. Tonda tonda moya mi. Vokange koranani. Lenden yim bidi la se tonda. Tonda 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 Yesu. Tondan zambi moya mi. Vokange konanani. Lenden yim bidi la se. Jambyu joda nongo andi. Munankulun sudyandi. Jambyu joda lufwa lwandi. Mukonki na moya mi tonda. Tonda 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 Yesu. Tondan zambi moya mi. Vokange kohanani. Lenden yimbidi la se. Lutilanga mase meto. Yundulanga mwanandi. Nwani sangam beni zeto. Nanimpile nzambieto. Tonda, 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 Yesu. Tonda nzambi moya mi. Vokange kohanani. Lenden yimbidi la se. Bikambasi za di Zulu. Bikampeve za kese. Bikabantu bandi vansi. Sani sinin tunami. Tonda, 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 Yesu. Tonda nzambi moya mi. Vokange kohanani. Then imbidi la se. Yeah, so I'm going to show you something here. You know, they wanted me to emphasize this about the kingdom. And, I'm going to show you, this is an old map of the Bantu states, Ethiopia, imperial system, okay, Ptolemaic Egypt. And I'm going to show you right here, man, they know these caliphates and all of this stuff is all, you see like how they got Christian. See, people keep lying. You see how they got Christian Ethiopia. Oh, it just came through. It just came in with colonization. Baloney. Okay. And they know down here, we already knew how to worship the Most High, but we still have people, because like I told you, and this is where you have your struggles in life. When you are not operating in the correct spirit, these guys that play both sides are also beating you up for being this, they're going to call you blasphemy themselves, okay? So they're going to beat you up. But see, the problem is they know that you blaspheming against the Most High. So then even as they're acting like they're helping to your life, they're kicking you and they're beating you down too. This is where your sicknesses and stuff really come from. Because how you dare us, leave us for King Congo. You came back. Now we're going to beat you up for that. Oh, but we still love you. Yeah, right. Okay? It's all a lie. The way you get rid of stress, anxiety, frustration, anger, all of these things is you must speak life and love and happiness into your own family members. Okay? Negativity breeds negativity. Even those who live in this delusion know that. Okay? But you only contain and remain positive with no negativity if you stay away from the gods that play both sides. All of us. Because we bring peace or destruction based upon how we choose to use our gifts, our knowledge, our wisdom. Like I said, Many people don't even know your pastor has become your God. That's why you keep saying, oh, my pastor wouldn't lie to me. Or your pastor, because he has now become who you worship. A lot of people don't get it. You can now become, and that's why Toko was saying, if anybody does this, I didn't know. Okay, yes, he is worthy of being a king. Yes, he is worthy of doing these things. But like the Messiah said, you do what I do. We are all kings and queens. But you cannot decide that for yourself. And if we are all the same, then the nations bow down to us. Okay? Or the nations bow down to those who are really chosen. Why you should not be bowing down to Esau at all. If you stop thinking like Esau, you're going to constantly be putting yourself. This is why I try to tell people. The Most High says you either work for me or you work for Esau. You can't do both. He's tricking you with this gray state garbage. Oh, you can work for Jacob and Esau, but of course, Esau or Cain or the spiritual powers, they're lying to you about the bloodline. And no, we were never called Israel. Let them call themselves Israel. If you want to be in these camps or whatever that keep wanting to using the word Israelite, you be my guest. They made that name up years ago. That is Esau's name. That's why he took out my car when I put Isolele out there. Yeah, the guy who hit me, his name was Israel. I had an Isolele. I know the secret societies did it. But they're going to play dumb. No, I didn't. No, I'm a good boy. No, you're not. Okay? Why did they do that? Because you bought that car from Lucifer. So no, you cannot put the name of Isiale on your car. That tells you I didn't own it. Nobody does. If that is titled material and I put the Tanzambi stuff on it, no. See, that's why they want to fight this whole thing about the straw man. Oh, no, that's all made up. Esau made up the straw man, people. Cain did this is the scarecrow comes from what happened with Cain. The Most High destroyed the corn. When they wanted to act like Cain, he destroyed what they're doing. You're going to act like Cain, the Most High going to destroy it. Even your life. Why? He has to. He's going to let you be merciful. He's going to do it for a while, but then it's like, nah, I cannot allow wickedness in my garden. It has to be gone, and you are the garden. He's going to let it go for a while, and then he's going to fix it himself. He's like, hey, I let it go for a while. Yeah, boom, now I'm coming. It got to be fixed. And see, now we have gotten to that point. He has allowed people to act a fool and mess up his garden for a while. Now it's like, no. It's time for me to fix it now and put it back. I've let you keep my garden out of order long enough. I gave you your time to put it back. You just said you do your own way. Now I'm coming to do it. I sent all these people to try to tell you, put the garden back. I try to tell people, put the garden back towards the end of all of this. Put it back. No, Cain don't listen. No, we're going to keep doing it the Jesus Christ way, the Allah way, the Christian way. The Christians cannot put the garden back because you work for Cain. You're not putting the 70 tribes back. You're more worried about my country. I'm Canadian. Oh, I'm American. Oh, I'm Mexican. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Christians, you don't have a country. What are you talking about? Most Islam the same way. Saudi Arabia, oh yeah, Iran and Islam, you don't have a country if you worship the Most High. Judaism, oh yeah, Israel, wherever they are now. Oh, we're British. You don't have a country. Why aren't they all in Israel then, if that's the country? Why aren't all the Jewish people all running back to Israel? You don't understand. You are under a hustle. And then those who know where we belong, oh, yeah, well, come on back. Come to Africa, come this, and you're going to pay for everything. And the Most High, like, wait a minute. Where's my money at? Did you pay me? What happened? Did I get mine? You don't understand, people. Where's King Kongo's portion? You giving it all right back to Esau, bro. What are you talking about? Esau the one set this up. People don't get it, man. This coming back home for the diaspora. Did the Most High send you in it? Or did Esau send it? Because if Esau sent it, you give it back to him. You don't understand this. Many people don't know it's one thing if the Most High sent you for a purpose, everything was paid for, you had everything taken care of, even the plane ride. You probably didn't even have one bump if it was smooth. You can pray for that too, you know. Oh, I want the Father, don't let no single bump. Okay, plane go. Probably be like, man, I've never been on a plane ride this smooth before. What the heck? Wow, we got over here good time. Man, didn't they say the weather was going to be? You can pray for all of that. If the Most High send you, okay, Father, Tatanzami, I'm going on this plane. Father, protect the plane. Go. Whoa! Did you see? Didn't we have turbulence that's supposed to show up? What happened? You don't get it. Okay. You get touchdown. I want to go to the custom people. Look at you. Okay, have a nice day. You don't even get touched. Everybody like, what the heck? Who is this person? Everything goes smooth. They try to get with you. I rebuke it. Okay, have a nice day. Oh no, I rebuke in the name of, okay, be gone. You don't understand how this works. Nothing can stop the Most High from getting you to what you need to do. Not even death. Like Toko said, bam, I got back up. You can't stop me. Okay, we're going to kill you again. Bam, no, I'm back up. Not even death stopped them. Understand this. Bayete Nkosi, Congo, Manakongo, Mananzambi. Like I said, people don't think the Congo kingdom, look at this here. You know, this is all the Most High. Ba Ubuntu. Okay? Look at this little carcass, ancient. Man, you don't understand what they're doing to us, yo. Everything is a lie. Watch this right here. The spread of Islam 632. Islam is still Lucifer. Look where it all went. It's still Cain. Christianity is up here. Oh, but we serve it. No, you do not. Both of you fighting each other over what Lucifer lying about. If Christianity was the Most High's chosen people, Islam would flee 7 ways. Did Islam flee 7 ways? No. If Islam is the way, then Christianity would flee 7 ways. Did Christianity flee 7 ways? No, it did not. Did the Maleki Congo wipe out the Christians if they were false? You got to understand this, people. There is some truth. Okay? The Maleki Congo didn't even get in. All they did was protect the people that didn't learn. See, from here, you got to know, and it wasn't this area. Stop looking at this garbage. They were down in where I just showed you. You're living in the Trojan War area. I did Obadiah before. Like I said, you know, we're going to have to understand some things about the Father that people don't understand. Okay? Yeah, it's good that you have all the knowledge. But if you hate your brother, what's the point? That's what he says. If I say I love the Father, but I hate my brother, then the truth is not in me. Then the love is not in there. I have not one time ever said I hate anybody who is the descendant of Abana Saka Yakubi. I've never said that. What I hate is when they hustle people and they lie about what they're doing and they're not telling the truth. They're saying they're talking to the Most High and they're cut off. They're robbing other people's stuff to get information. And then they come and put the Most High on it, and it wasn't him. I'm telling you, Fumiyisu is fed up. He's fed. It's my temple. You don't get to dictate what I do with my temple. No matter who you think you are. Okay? Yes, Simon Toka was given authority by Masinisi, by the Most High, by the Nganganvala and Ngangan Zambi. You have to be with the Ngangan Zambi, the Nganganvala, who was never the hypocrite. You have to be with the Messiah, who was never the hypocrite. You don't understand this. This is going to be the year you're going to get hit hard. And you see it done start. You think that America ain't going into turmoil and the rest and the rest of the world? You think that Africa is not going into turmoil? It already done start too. I knew what was going to happen here. Everybody who wants to continue to lie to people about what kingdom you serve is now going to get exposed. And what kingdom sent you, or what kingdom you're born from, or what kingdom you represent. Okay? Not everybody comes from the Most High, people. Not everybody comes from the Most High, and there are not everybody who has come from the Most High did not stay on the Most High side. Reality check is coming. Zola Kwingi and Sambololo, Inawezi Yabe Kongo Kutwala, Ingita.